Hello engineers, welcome back to Engineering Design Simplified. If you want to learn more about how to analyze mechanisms using analytical method, please subscribe to my channel and press that bell button so that you will be notified when I upload a new video. In this video, I am going to discuss vertical sliding block linkage position and displacement analysis using analytical method. This is a sliding block mechanism and whose fixed link is along vertical axis. And L2 is crank that is at an angle theta 2 from horizontal. L3 is the position of the slider that is at an angle theta 3 from horizontal. L4 is the total length of this link. And this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. In the upcoming slides, let us discuss how to derive equations. In this mechanism, this angle is theta 2 and let us call this angle is theta 2 prime. Theta 2 prime is 3 pi by 2 minus theta 2 and this angle is theta 3. So this angle will become theta 3 minus pi by 2. Similarly, this angle will become theta 2 minus pi by 2. So for this triangle, let us apply cosine rule. So L3 square equal to L1 square plus L2 square minus 2L1 L2 cos theta 2 prime. We know that theta 2 prime is 3 pi by 2 minus theta 2. Let us substitute that in this equation. So we get L3 equal to square root of L1 square. This is L1 square plus L2 square minus 2L1 L2 cos 3 pi by 2 minus theta 2. So this is the equation for the position of the slider. Now let us write displacements along x-axis. So along x-axis, L2 sine theta 2 minus pi by 2, this angle is theta 2 minus pi by 2 equal to L3 sine theta 3 minus pi by 2. So this angle is theta 3 minus pi by 2. In the previous slide, we have written displacements along x-axis. We call that equation 1. Now in this slide, let us write displacement equation along y-axis. So along y-axis, L1 plus L2 cos theta 2 minus pi by 2 equal to L3 cos theta 3 minus pi by 2. Let us call that equation 2. Now let us divide equation 1 by 2. We get L3 sin theta 3 minus pi by 2 divided by L3 cos theta 3 minus pi by 2 equal to L2 sin theta 2 minus pi by 2 by L1 plus L2 cos theta 2 minus pi by 2. So from this we get tan theta 3 minus pi by 2 equal to L2 sin theta 2 minus pi by 2 by L1 plus L2 cos theta 2 minus pi by 2. From this, theta 3 can be written as theta 3 equal to pi by 2 plus tan inverse L2 sin theta 2 minus pi by 2 by L1 plus L2 cos theta 2 minus pi by 2. So this is the equation for theta 3. Now let us write equations along x and y directions for the point P. So along x, Px equal to L4 sin theta 3 minus pi by 2, this distance. And similarly along y, we can write Py equal to L4 cos theta 3 minus pi by 2, that is this distance. After having derived all the necessary equations, now let us solve a problem using Microsoft Excel. So in this problem we have taken L2 is 50 millimeter, L4 is 200 millimeter, L1 is 100 millimeter. So this column is crank angle 0 to 360 at an interval of 30 degrees, and this column is theta 3 and this column is L3. This column is Px and this column is Py. So in the upcoming slides, let us discuss graphs. In this graph, we have plotted theta 2 versus theta 3. Theta 2 along x-axis 0 to 360 at an interval of 30 degrees. Along y-axis theta 3. So at 0 degrees theta 2, we get theta 3 is slightly above 60 degrees, that is approximately 63 degrees. As the crank rotates counterclockwise direction at approximately 210 degrees, we get 120 degrees, approximately 120 degrees of this L3 theta 3. So after that, as the crank rotates further beyond 120 degrees, beyond 210 degrees, the theta 3 is going to fall down very quickly, and then at 330 degrees it is going to be 60 degrees, and at 360 again it is going to 63 plus 63.43 degrees. In this graph, we have plotted theta 2 versus px. At 0 degrees of crank angle, px is somewhere around 90 millimeter from this axis on the positive x-axis. And as the crank rotates counterclockwise, when the crank makes 90 degrees with the horizontal, we get px equal to 0. That means this line is going to fall on this axis. And after that, if the crank rotates further beyond 90 degrees at approximately 210 degrees, this line is going to be coming towards left and then left extreme position. So at this position, px is 100 millimeters. So if the crank rotates further beyond 210 degrees, this line is going to move towards right very quickly. So that is shown here. So from 210 to approximately 330 degrees, it is going to change sign very rapidly from negative x to positive x. That means from this extreme position to this extreme position. So after that, it is again going to come towards left. So if you want to use this mechanism for a quick return mechanism, the time ratio can be written as this forward angle, that is when this point moves towards left from right extreme to left extreme, that angle is 240 degrees divided by 120 degrees, that is when this point moves from left towards right. So it is going to move very rapidly, that is approximately 120 degrees. So we get time ratio q equal to 240 by 120, that is 2. So this is the approximate value. If you want to have more accurate q ratio, you can reduce the interval of theta 2. So here I have taken 30 degrees interval. If you take 1 degree or 0.5 degree, you will get very accurate q ratio. In this graph, we have plotted theta 2 versus py. Theta 2 along x-axis 0 to 360 at an interval 30 degrees. Along y-axis py. So the graph at 0 degrees of crank angle, this py will be somewhere around 178 179 millimeters. As the crank rotates counterclockwise at 90 degrees, py is going to be maximum, that is 200 millimeters. So that is equal to the link length. At 90 degrees crank angle, this line is going to align with this axis. So if the crank rotates further beyond 90 degrees, the py is going to fall down, and at 210 degrees approximately it is going to somewhere around 173 millimeter, that is a minimum. And as the crank rotates further beyond 210 degrees, this py is going to rise very rapidly at approximately 270 degrees of crank angle. It is again going to this line is going to align with this axis. So at this position, the py is going to be maximum, that is equal to link length 200 millimeter. As the crank rotates beyond 270 degrees, it is going to fall very rapidly. At approximately 330 degrees of crank angle, it is again going to see the minimum most. So as it further moves 360 degrees, it is going back to the original position. In this graph, we have plotted px versus py, px along x axis and py along y axis. So this is the graph. That's all for today's video. If you like this content, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.